Hello friends, welcome back to the channel and Microsoft Flight Simulator once more. We are going to do another flight with the Synaptic A220, Synaptic A220. It has seen an update, actually two updates so far, and that's classic Unibuild release, where they release the product and then they push updates back to back in a very fast manner. So this received update 1.0.3 that fixed a lot of bugs and improved the performance, and I can confirm that the performance seems to be better with this new update. What we are going to do is we are going to fly the A220 on a flight from Berlin Brandenburg Airport into Zagreb in Croatia.
Beyond ATC connected.
Sorry, that's the Beyond ATC connecting to the sim right now. So that's the plan. We are currently parked at stand C4 and plan to depart in about 40 minutes. So we will get into the cockpit and start preparing the aircraft for departure. I'll meet you in the cockpit here in a little bit. Hey, welcome to the cockpit of the A220 once more. We are gonna start with the power up procedure. We're gonna check and make sure that the wipers are in the off position. The gear is down. Master switches are in the off position. Flaps and speed brakes are retracted and the throttles are in the idle position. After verifying all this, we can introduce battery power to the aircraft by turning the batteries on. And we will go ahead, import our flight plan. Import the load sheet. We are gonna take a little bit extra fuel and round it up to 5,400 kilograms. And we will load the aircraft. And we can also request catering services from GSX. Hopefully this time GSX will recognize this aircraft. And also we should go to the ground equipment, set the chocks and attach a GPU. And turn the GPU power on. This is gonna start the IRS alignment, and what we will do is we will continue with the checklist, the electronic checklist. Power on procedure. Electronic checklist is selected to DU2. Hydraulic 3A, 3B and 2B are going into the auto mode. External power is enabled. Equipment cooling inlet, this is a new item, and equipment cooling inlet is right here, and that's this button that you need to push in and it will be sensed and checked. So perfect. We will continue with the pre-flight. This is the first flight of the day, and ice detector test is now available. If we go into the status, no, not the status, I'm sorry, to pull the Synaptic. My God, I'm just failing to find it here now. I have found it so many times and I cannot find it now. There we go, avionics under here, ice detection, execute the test. And circuit breakers are checked. Rudder trim cannot be checked until the IRS is aligned. While the test is commencing, we can also check the oxygen, which is fine, and then ice detection test is complete with no errors. That means we can also mark it as complete. Airplane documents are on board. Operations engineering bulletin is reviewed. Emergency equipment checked. Gear pins are on board, and we will go to the overhead. We'll do an overhead scan real quick. Nothing to do here. All looking good here. Nav lights are on. We can increase the temperatures or decrease the temperatures here a little bit. All looking good here. We have dealt with this. Emergency lights are armed because we have now fueled the aircraft. We can turn the seatbelt signs on and no personal electronic devices to auto. That's the overhead completed. Glare shield, not much to do here until we have our performance ready, but we can go ahead and select terrain, traffic and weather on the pilot side and do the same thing on the co-pilot side. We can also go to the overlay, which will be the next item, which is the displays, and from the symbols we can select the nearest airport, missed approach, ETA speed, altitude, and that the range to altitude selected. We'll do the same thing over here too. When we go to the map page, overlay is good. Symbols, we can select the nearest airport, missed approach, range to altitude selected, ETA speed and altitude, and that should be good. Glare shield and displays are checked, and ICAS and info checked. FMS position, yes, we expect that because IRS is still not aligned. Alright, next page. Altimeters, we can check the altimeters and the QNH through our flight plan. We can also listen to the ADIS for this, but QNH is 1017. We can set that to 1017, which will sync the co-pilot side. Yes, it did, and then all left for us to do is to set the standby, which should be set to 1017 now. Oh no, I just accidentally changed the QNH when I was trying to zoom in. Let's fix this. Wanted to see 1017 here. Okay, perfect. That is also done. Altimeter set, center panel, auto brakes to RTO. That's done. Pedestal, we will set our radios in the pedestal by going in, and we are gonna listen on VHF1, VHF2. We will listen to the PA and interphone. We can also listen to the cabin crew as well, and our co-pilot is gonna do the same thing. Listen VHF1 and 2, transmit on VHF1, listen to the cabin, PA, and the interphone. That's the pedestal, pretty much set. And side sticks, we will verify the side stick operation by going into the flight control page here, and that will show that our side stick is operating as expected, and that completes our checklist for the most part. We have to wait until the iris is aligned before we can do the rudder trim check. While this is happening, let's go ahead and take a look at our takeoff performance page here, and we can also contact and listen to the ADIS information. I am gonna auto tune using Beyond ATC.
107 Zulu. Surface wind 280 degrees, 11 knots.
Oh, that's loud.
Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Scattered 4,400 feet. Temperature 26 degrees, 2.16 degrees. QNH1017. Landing and departing runways 24 right, 24 left. Transition level 050. Numerous cranes in operation around Berlin-Brandenburg. Advise on initial contact you have information Delta.
Formation Delta, which is what we need.
Berlin-Brandenburg Airport Information Delta, 1107 Zulu. Surface wind 280 degrees, 11 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Scattered 4,400 feet. temperature 26 degrees, 2.16 degrees, QNH1017, landing and departing runways 24 right, 24 left, transition level 050, numerous cranes in operation around Berlin-Brandenburg, advise on initial contact you have information Delta.
Okay, that's all I need. Just to recap the information, winds are 180 at 11 knots, temperature is 26 degrees, runways are 24 left and right, and we have information Delta. Right, and
26 degrees, 2.16 degrees, QNH1017, landing
QNH
and
is
departing runways
correct.
24 right, 24 left, transition level 050, numerous cranes in operation around Berlin-Brandenburg, advise on initial contact you have information Delta.
Right. And we have information Delta, which also can be added here. Now, with this, we can contact ground and request our IFR clearance. To do that, I probably have not set up my push to talk button. Now I did, and let's contact ground. Berlin ground, good morning. Croatia 4409er with information Delta on board. We are requesting IFR clearance to Zagreb Airport.
Croatia 4409, Berlin ground, cleared to Plazo Airport via Luro's 4 November departure, runway 24 left, climb to flight level 060, squawk 3345.
Okay, we are cleared with runway 24 left via the Luro 4 November departure, and let's read this back.
Cleared to Plazo Airport via Luro's 4 November departure. Runway 24 left. Climb to flight level 060. Squawk 3345. Croatia 4409.
As far as the arrival planning, we are
Croatia
plan to arrive
4409, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine
to
start.
ILS Zulu runway 22 via Lulu 1 Yankee arrival. To see the transition, I need to look at my flight plan.
Croatia 4409, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
You respond to this ATC.
Roger that, Croatia 4409.
Okay, so we are gonna do an ILS Zulu to runway 22 with a Rerna transition. That is all I needed to know. Done. Execute. Our estimated departure time according to our flight plan is 11:50. If I can type
All
it in.
aircraft be advised information Echo now current QNH1017.
I need to delete all this before I can do that. So 11:50 is our departure. Our alternate airport is Lima Delta Oscar Sierra. Tap it there. Oh. Okay, let's make sure this is entered. Now Lima Delta Oscar Sierra. Then the cruise level to the alternate airport. If I check the alternate from my flight plan routing page, is gonna be 190, so 19,000 feet is the level that we need to cruise to reach our alternate airport. That's set now. Average wind according to Simbri flight plan is 243 at 23 knots. 243 23, that goes in here. Average ISA deviation is 9 degrees, so that goes in here, and we can execute this. can also enter our flight number, which is CTN44. So let's type it in, CTN4409er. That goes in here. Okay, perfect. Now this is done. We can go and request the wind information. Not sure why it's not coming here. Maybe that's another bug that was introduced with the latest update and fix. I don't know. Oh, there are the winds. Okay, no, winds are fine. And we'll go to the fuel page. We will take a look at this. That's required when we are gonna calculate our performance. But if we pull the payload here from the load sheet, zero fuel weight 4747973, and the CG is 24.4. 47973. That's our zero fuel net weight. 24.4 is our zero fuel weight CG. Block fuel we took 5400, and we can request boarding from GSX now. The passenger count for today's flight is going to be 101. 101 passengers on board. Execute this. All looking good. Taxi fuel according to our fuel planning. FP is going to be 163 kilograms. Fix 3 taxi fuel and execute that. Now all left is to do the performance, and we can do so by going into the departure or takeoff performance. We know we are departing runway 24 left, and surface is dry. Wind was 180 at 11. Outside air temperature was 26 degrees. Altimeter was 1017, and takeoff weight is 53,373. And that gives us a calculation V speed of, hopefully it will. Am I missing something in here? Okay, 1242935 TO2. If we go back, this is 24, 25, 35, right? That's what the speeds were. 242935 flaps to TO2. So we will select TO2, flaps 2, lead source will be engines, wing anti-ice and cowling anti-ice will be off, runway wind, I'm gonna sync the weather. Okay, that's changed. Let's calculate this again. I hope it doesn't change. It did not. 280 at 13, and temperature is 27. Sometimes it doesn't match the beyond ATC for some reason. Outside air temperature 27. We can use the climb 1, which is a derated climb. We will use the noise abatement procedure number 1. That's gonna be 3000 acceleration altitude, 1500 thrust reduction, which is fine. And we can set the V speeds, see the message, let's say done, And we need to go to the glare sheet. We know we are given 6,000 feet initial climb. The manual speed, we are gonna set it to V2 plus 5, which is 135 plus 5. That's gonna be 140 knots. In case we need to switch to manual speed, it's actually set here. Go back to the speed. We can engage nav, renav, and hit this to activate the toga on our flight directors, and that should be it. Except we need to set our squawk to 3345. So 45 here, and then 33 over here. That's set and set to auto. We have IRS aligned, so let's set the rudder trim and check the rudder trim. Rudder trim can be displayed here, and I'm gonna use my controller to move the rudder trim to the right, and it's moving. Move it back. It's green again, so rudder trim is checked, and that completes the pre-flight checklist. So now what's left for us is the before start departure briefing is done. While we are boarding, let's go ahead and start the APU. Run, wait 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go to the start, and we can monitor the APU start by going into the status page and monitoring here, which will show the APU, RPM, EGT, and relevant information for the APU start. We are gonna wait until the boarding is complete. We still have this invalid speed message. So if I go back to the app page here and take a look at this. Yes, okay, I understand that, and I don't know why you keep displaying that. Is it because the IRS? No, there has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the IRS. And for some reason, even though it's running, my terrain is not displayed here. So there is a separate app that comes with this airplane that you need to run, which is a map server that runs a server on your computer, and that server displays the terrain information. So if I turn it on and off, would it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it started displaying. This is the terrain display that displays the terrain around us. APU is operational, which means we can go ahead and remove the GPU. But first, that was a bug. Turn it off and then remove to avoid any bugs. GPU is now removed. We can also remove the chocks because the parking brake is set, as we see here. Over here everything is looking good, and we don't have anything to worry about, so we will keep performance here. Checklist doesn't need to stay here. For that reason, we can go ahead and probably put the second FMS here and keep the route page and take a look at our routing and the charts while the boarding is completed. So to bring the charts over, we have to go to the data page, departure, and select our departure and verify the waypoints against our departure that we see here. So okay, it was displayed here a moment ago. Does it not? Did something happen to my Navigraph login? Oh. Reset, logout, login, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pull the chart on the other screen. I don't want to clear my flight plan by trying to log out, log in, because things go south when that happens. So let's take a look. First waypoint on our departure, according to the Navigraph charts, is DB059. Sorry, no, that's incorrect. Our departure was, let's see here, Luro for November. So let's see here. I think I'm looking at the wrong departure here, so cancel this. Cannot I see it? Is it because, oh my god, is it because of this? Okay, let's try this. Relog into Navigraph. This is bad. I shouldn't be doing this mid-flight, but I have to. And the new ARAC cycle is here, so do I need to update the nav data? I don't know. Let's take a look at the charts from here. Berlin, and we are looking for the SID chart. Oh, come on. And we are looking for Alpha, no, not that one. The mic. Right, let's do this differently. So think. How am I gonna update the Navigraph data for this aircraft? Is it affected by the new ARAC? It should be here if there is a... Is it here? No. Party, Navigraph, aircraft. It doesn't show the nav data here, or it doesn't show me an option to update the nav data. So I am kind of lost right now. Why can't I be that departure? They gave us Luro for November. Unable to see this departure here on my charts. Let me search for it. This is gonna be interesting. I really wanted to control my waypoints against the chart, but for some reason I do not see that chart. Here, not here. For November, do we see Luro for November? This is Luro 3 mic. Is this for Bravo for November? Found it finally. Maybe you guys were screaming that it's in front of you. Luro for November. So again, we are leaving here DB 261, 262, 264, and then Luros. DB 261, 262, Idoba, and Luros. That is looking a little bit different. Oh, maybe 264 is different. Idoba is this one, and then Luros. So that's close. I think that's correct. And then from there, we can control this against our flight plan. We can pull it from SimBrief dispatch and to sign in, of course. We can view the flight. There we go, now we are getting somewhere. So that's my routing. And if I go into via 2, Luro for November, that's changed by the ATC to Luros. From there, Yankee to 11 to Bebku, Zulu 36 to Marem, and direct to Aprak, direct to Budex, direct to Lulut, and then from there Lulu 1 Yankee to Zagreb. So which means we got some discontinuities that we need to clear. Let's just put this here, and then that discontinuity needs to go away. Select this one. That should be it, and we can execute this. Boarding is almost complete. We can go to the plan mode and take a look at our route. So if I scroll down, is it gonna give me the route one by one? We keep Marem, Aprak, Budex, and top of descent, and then Lulut, and then our arrival. Okay, all is looking good. We can go back to the map page here. This is done. This can stay in performance, that can stay in the route page, and we are ready to go. Alright, so where are we with the boarding? Let's double check to see how much boarding we got left. There we go, 86 passengers. Oh, it's almost done. And this is done, so we can close the cargo compartments. And in the meantime, I'm gonna pin this chart. I will need the airport chart for the taxi routing, not that one. This one. I will pin this one too. That gives us the taxi routing, and we are currently parked right here on stand Charlie 3, and we are departing runway 24 left, so it should be a very short taxi using Victor 2 Bravo, Mike 8, Mike 9, something like that. We will see about that once the boarding is complete. So we will keep the taxi chart here, and all left for us is to finish the boarding and complete the before start checklist after getting that started. So we will put the map here in a big screen. We don't need the status. Status is here. Door slides disarmed, doors are open, which is fine. APU is running. Cabin is looking good in terms of temperature. Boarding should be almost done now. Let's go ahead and close the cargo doors. So that one can close, that one can close. We are waiting for the passengers to finish boarding, and we will be on our way. In the meantime, the QDM, or the heading, in other words, for the runway 24 left is 244, so that should go into our heading bug. 244. And that is the sign that the boarding is complete. So we are gonna go ahead and close the door and request push and start.
Croatia 4409, gate Charlie 4, request pushback.
That should trigger GSX.
Croatia 4409, Berlin ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
We are required to face east, which is fine. which means tail to the left, nose to the right.
Croatia 4409, Berlin ground.
Let's acknowledge the instruction.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Croatia 4409.
I'm pretty sure you guys are not hearing the GSX because I did not select the output correctly. This cockpit audio device. Yes. Okay, I need to change this, but that might require a restart, so I'm gonna leave it alone. If you guys are not hearing GSX, I apologize for it, but they are just connecting the tag right now. I still keep getting this invalid speeds warning here for some reason. Not sure why, but we will put the checklist here. That's done, and that is done. That's before checklist, before start checklist complete. What did I say? Nose left, nose right, tail left. Okay, we can release the parking brakes, which would be over there. Parking brakes are released. Okay, checklist can go away. We are gonna wait until we are a little bit away from the parking position and the ground cruise, and we are gonna start engine number 2, or the right engine first, which we will right now. Starter goes to on, and we will monitor the status of the engine here. So N2 rotation, and the engine is gonna do max motoring before it introduces fuel and starts the ignition, and we will see the M1 rotation after that, and the oil pressure and everything else should be increasing from there. So it's motoring right now. The start is still active, so, and that resets the GSX pushback, resets the FMS views, so I have to select them again. Luckily the FMS still FMS still maintains the information. Okay, the pushback is complete. Parking brakes are set. Yes, you can wait for the confirmation. Max motoring is done. Now we have seen the EGT, ignition, you see fuel flow, oil temperature and oil pressure increasing, and we should see N2 M1 rotation, which we do now, so that's a sign of a good engine start. Starter is still active, so we cannot start engine 1 or left engine rate yet, so we will wait until the starter disengages and then we can start the left engine. GSX is a little bit impatient, asking us the same thing over and over again, which is fine. The starter is disengaged. We'll start the left engine now. Starter is on. We are monitoring the N2 rotation, and max motoring. Oil pressure is increasing slightly. Shortly the engine will start motoring, and then it will start ignition and all the rest of the things that are needed for engine start. Perfect. I was not able to confirm because GSX was not recognizing this aircraft. We'll see if this has changed, because GSX also received 2 updates recently. I'm just waiting for engines to start before I can contact the ground crew for I can contact ground for taxi and check the GSX and tell the pushback team to disconnect from the aircraft. There we go. EGT is increasing, N2 rotation is increasing. We should see M1 rotation momentarily. There we go. That's the sign of a good engine start, which we can just now say GSX that the engine start is done. But as you see, it's still not recognizing the engines as running. Let's wait until that starter disengages and see if it changes, but I don't think it will. There we go. The engines are now started, but GSX is unable to recognize that, so we will just say stop here and complete pushback. While they are disconnecting, we can also, because now the engines are running, we can turn the APU off. Set the departure flaps to flaps 2. Also, after they disconnect, turn the nose steering on, and let's request taxi to the runway.
Croatia 4409, request taxi.
Croatia 4409, taxi to holding point Mike 9er, runway 24 left, via Echo, Bravo, Mike 9er.
Echo Bravo, Mike 9er, so we are given
Taxi
this
to holding point
route,
Mike 9er, runway 24 left,
which is
via
fine.
Echo, Bravo, Mike 9er, Croatia 4409.
Let's wait for the ground crew to disconnect. There is the tug. Now we can turn the nose steering on, and everything else is looking good here. Okay, we are ready to go. I am just waiting to see the pin from the ground crews, and I wonder where they are. Oh, they are already gone. Okay, so we're good to go. That means we can disengage the parking brake. Turn the taxi lights to on and bring the checklist to complete the taxi checklist. Or before taxi checklist, then I'll hold the aircraft with the brakes. APU is off, anti-ice is not required for the cowl and wings. What is that? Flaps are set to 2. Flight controls we can check by going into the Synaptics page. Flight controls will do full down, full up, center, full right, full left, center, right rudder, left rudder, center. Flight controls are free and correct, and ICAS and info is checked. No concerns. We can go back to the map page and focus on taxiing the aircraft to the runway, departure runway. So that checklist is now complete, and we will bring up the before takeoff checklist.
All aircraft be advised information Foxtrot now current, QNH1017.
I think we also have the airport display or taxi routing display via Navigraph airport map fault. Okay, maybe it's not implemented yet, but it should have that, like the A350. It's rotating the wrong button, so 1017 range can go back to flight range of 10 miles, which is fine. We will monitor the speed. Ground speed is 14. We can go up to 30. At the end of here, we should see Mike 9, like that Lufthansa. We should turn right, and that should take us to our departure runway. So let's slow it down slightly. Follow the Lufthansa Airbus. I think it's an A319 by the looks of it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like a 319. Just give some power to maintain the aircraft moving while executing the turn. We still need to overshoot a little bit in this aircraft. Even if it's a smaller narrow body aircraft, it still requires some overshooting because of the position of the nose wheel. I think we can now turn. That much overshoot should be fine. This should take us to Mach 9. I'm just gonna check quickly. Yeah, that should be it. And they should hand us over to the tower.
Croatia 4409. Contact Berlin Tower 118.805.
That's what I'm talking about.
Over to Tower 118.805. Croatia 4409.
It's Mach 9, so this is ours. That Airbus was not. Airbus was taking Mach 8, so we will take Mach 9. This gives us a. I think this gives us a longer takeoff run because we will be using the entire length of the runway. Okay, that is good. We will hold short and contact tower for departure clearance. They are probably going to put us behind that Airbus that's already there. So let's hold the aircraft right here. Contact tower for departure.
Croatia 4409. Request departure runway change.
What? I just requested
Croatia
departure.
4409. You've already started your taxi, and I can't get you over to a new runway at this time. Unable runway change.
That's unfortunately a beyond ATC problem. Let's keep going. We will tune to the tower. I think that's because it's not tuned. It's not giving us the option to request departure clearance. So now we should get that.
Croatia 4409, holding short, runway 24 left.
Yes.
Croatia 4409, Berlin Tower, wind 280 degrees, 12 knots, runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, we are cleared for takeoff. Strobes are on.
Runway 24
Landing
left,
lights are
cleared
on.
for takeoff. Croatia
Before takeoff
4409.
checklist, APU bleed is not required, FMS is set, trims are set, flaps are set, anti set, auto brake set, ICAS info checked, thrust checked, runway is confirmed, cabin is ready, before takeoff checklist complete. Let's line up and get going. We are gonna do a rolling takeoff. Just to avoid any traffic, we will put the map page back onto our display. And in this aircraft, the way the auto thrust works is we will arm the auto thrust, and we need to advance the throttles enough for auto thrust to take control, and from there we don't have to touch the throttles. Okay, we are on the runway. Increase the thrust to about 40%, let the engine stabilize, 50% will do too, and we will increase until the auto thrust takes over, which we don't have to do the forward pressure on the stick. Auto thrust is now active. Airspeed is live, 100 knots. coming up to RB1, and we will rotate slowly. Roll. Positive rate, gear is coming up, and we will follow the flight director out of Berlin. Okay, we are coming to flaps 1 speed. We will follow the flight director. There is still some stutters, but so be it. Okay, flaps 1. Bring the nose down slightly. Keep it there. It should be good. We are accelerating, which is fine.
Croatia 4409. Contact Bremen radar 120.63. Contact Bremen radar 120.63. Croatia
Good.
4409.
We can engage the autopilot and focus on communications and flying the aircraft and cleaning up the
Bremen
flaps.
radar Croatia 4409. Passing 2,600 feet, climbing to flight level 060.
Croatia 4409. Bremen radar identified. Climb flight level 170.
Okay, we are clear to 170, which is great.
Climb flight level 170. Croatia
Aircraft is now
4409.
accelerating. We should be able to clean the flaps very shortly. We will stay at flaps 1 for the time being until we reach the FD speed, and then we can clean the flaps from there. Perfect. In the meantime, let's take a look at after takeoff checklist. Landing gear is up. Flaps are now coming 0. ICAS is checked. After takeoff checklist is complete. And we will do the high altitude climb when we are getting close to somehow the nav disengaged, so I'm gonna turn us to capture the nav route again. Is it because we had vectors? No, it should pick up the nav very shortly. Yeah, it should be good. Alright, we're looking good. Views are also good. Performance is meh. It improved a little bit, but it still stutters, and we are getting 30 FPS up in the air. So not sure what is going on there. We should. Okay, we are now following the FMS routing, which means we can sync our heading back to our current heading and maintain that. Passing 8,500, very little climb left until we reach 10,000, and I think we forgot to set the transition altitude in the climb, which was 5,000. So let's correct that, execute that, and then we should go and switch to the standard barometric pressure here and here. Okay, now all is good. We passed 10,000, so now landing lights are coming off. Passenger sides are going to auto, and that is it. We will keep climbing, and I will probably accelerate the time, bring you guys back when we are ready to descend. So sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and I'll meet you at the top of descent. The only thing that's left for me is to complete the high altitude checklist, because our cruise level, according to our flight plan, should be above. Oh, it is not. We are not climbing above 50,000, 35,000, so we don't have to complete this checklist item. So again, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Okay, welcome back, friends. Top of descent is closing, as you see here. We have a slight change in our arrival, so we are gonna make that change. We are given Lulu 1 Alpha to runway 04, so we are gonna do an ILS 04 via Lulu 1 Alpha, and I will change it
Vienna Center, Stanford 99 Hotel Zulu.
here on my
Good afternoon, flight level 370.
Navigraph.
Stanford 99 Hotel Zulu, Vienna Center, identified.
And we will select the ILS Zulu runway
Croatia
4.
4409, report ready for descent.
We are gonna do the PIS transition is not displayed here, so we will just select vectors. Done.
Croatia 4409, report ready for descent.
Okay, we will. Just give me a second to fix this, and then I will report ready for descent. So there is a discontinuity which we should fix. And that should give us this. Select this, put it there.
Croatia 4409, Vienna Center.
They are gonna keep bugging us. Okay, let's acknowledge the instruction.
Wilco, Croatia 4409.
Execute this, and there is top of descent.
Center, Sun Express 1, Papa Juliet, flight level 370.
Still have a little bit of time until the top of
Sun
descent.
Express 1 Papa Juliet, Vienna Center, identified.
Take a look at the performance. Descent 3 degrees is fine. Transition flight level should be different than 18,000. I would rather say it's something like 7,000 mostly. We will set that here. Execute that. And we have to find a way to listen to the ADIS frequency for our destination. I'm not sure if we can receive it though. So let's see. The 8 is 124575.
Plato Airport information whiskey 1218 Zulu. Surface wind 060 degrees, 10 knots, variable between 020 degrees and 120 degrees. Ceiling and visibility okay. Temperature 38 degrees, 2.13 degrees, QN 81014. Landing and departing runway 04. Transition level 100. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey.
Okay, so now we will announce
Vienna Center,
ourselves once
Croatia
more, because I should have used the
4409,
other radio.
Flight level 340.
There we go. We should be good now. That's kind of beyond the ATC limitation, I guess, and should have used the other radios for the ADIS, but we have information whiskey, and I'm gonna do the performance 1014 winds are 070 at 10 knots. So runway wind 070 at 10, QNH 1014, side air temperature was 38 degrees. Oh, that's hot. 38 degrees? Oh my god. We are gonna do a flaps 5, and the minimums or the minima for our arrival is 548. So, and the runway elevation is correct.
Descend to flight level 170.
Okay, that's us.
Descend to flight level 170, Croatia 4409.
We will start our descent now. And continue with this. VREF is 122. Let's see the landing performance. What is our landing weight?
Airfront 111 Heavy. Contact Munich radar 120.65.
Landing weight 50898. So we will sync the weather. I'm not gonna try to enter it. Sync the weather.
Sun Express 6 Yankee Mike, Vienna Center, identified. Continue climb to flight level 380.
At 5 knots. Landing manual, brakes medium, reversers yes. Compute. We should be fine. So medium brakes, set the V speeds, set the V speeds. Oh, okay. 122 plus 5, set. V speeds are set now. We will do a fix around DZA Lima Delta Zulu Alpha. We will do a 25-mile ring for the MSA. Done.
Dunkirk 99 Hotel Zulu.
Good.
Contact Milan radar 124.925.
The other things we need to do is set the localizer frequency. So let's return here. Nav1 localizer is 109.1. Set. We will set it to here also. 109.1. And the course should be set automatically. That should come with the approach mode, and we should see the course on the arrival data page. Final approach course for the hold on, the localizer frequency is 109.5. That was the old runway. I set it to the incorrect frequency, so let's change this. Now it is correct. Let's change this also. Now it is correct. Runway elevation 353. Why do I get 327? So let's correct that. Okay. Set the V speeds, no changes there. Minima we will set from here. We are gonna do a map FMS terrain, traffic, barometric pressure. I set the minimums. I thought I saw it somewhere, but now I cannot find it.
Jet 8 Victor Charlie. Contact Munich radar 120.65. Contact Munich radar 120.65. Jet 8 Victor Charlie.
Final approach course 43. Yes, that is correct. Also correct.
Croatia 4409. Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275. Good day.
Okay.
Contact Ljubljana radar 135.275. Croatia 4409. Ljubljana radar, Croatia 4409. Passing flight level 229er. Descending to flight level 170.
Checklist. We will do the descent and approach.
Croatia
FMS is
4409.
set.
Ljubljana radar identified.
Minima auto brakes medium set. ICAS arrival briefing complete. That is done. We will keep the before landing checklist. Get out of the checklist. I am still looking to find where do I set the minimums.
Croatia 4409. Descent at 8,000 feet. QN 81014.
We are given the QNH, which means we can tune out of the
QNH1014.
standard.
Croatia 4409.
014, which is fine. 1014. Yeah, you can stay amber, but we are given the QNH by the ATC, so we are gonna follow it. Still trying to locate where the minimum setup is, because I want to set the minimums, but I'm still unable to locate where it is down from. Is it down from here? Display. I do not know. Seriously. Well, if you guys know how to set, I'm unable to find where to set the minimums. Just let me know, because I do not know and I cannot find. Let me know in the comments if you know how to set the minimums in this aircraft. I just failed to do that. So we will keep an eye on our altimeter. We are super close, descending down to 8,000. We are currently at 17. We are on profile too, so we are not expecting any surprises, I guess. And we will activate the approach mode once we pass, I guess, we are a little bit closer. Once we are a little bit closer, let's sync the heading. We are picking up the localizer by the looks of it. Last video we were unable to capture the glide slope. Hopefully we will this time. We are expected to get 8,000 at Lulud, and then there are some restrictions along the way, and there is runway 04, so very little left for us to travel.
Ljubljana Express 1 Papa Juliet flight level 370.
Sun Express 1 Papa Juliet, Ljubljana radar identified.
are looking good. I'm not gonna touch the speed. The aircraft should maintain and manage the speed according to the procedures. $10,000 feet, looking good. $38 degrees, man, that is hot. That is
on the
really
radar,
hot.
allow 003 heavy, flight level
So
360.
let's get the charts. Star,
LL003 heavy, Ljubljana radar
looking
identified.
for runway 24, runway 04, stars. Looking for Lulu 1 Alpha, this guy here, Lulud, and then straight into the runway pretty much. We need the airport chart. We will pin this too. For taxi routing, and we will leave it here. And we will pull
Croatia 4409.
Yes.
Contact Zagreb radar 119.54.
we are ready to cross below.
Contact Zagreb radar
10,000.
119.54.
Give some
Croatia
speed brakes,
4409.
slow the aircraft down.
Zagreb radar, Croatia 4409, passing flight level 114, descending to 8,000 feet with information X-ray.
Croatia 4409 Zagreb radar, QNH101 for expect the ILS Yankee approach runway 04 with the PIE transition.
QNH1014, expect the ILS Yankee approach runway 04 with the peace transition. Croatia 4409.
Let's double check that approach.
Croatia 4409, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet. Croatia 4409.
Now corrected. 4,000 selected. We should be good. Passed below 10,000, so landing lights are coming on. Seatbelt signs are coming on. We are waiting for aircraft to descend further, and our procedure altitude is 3,000, so we can disengage the speed brakes now. We are at 250. Perfect. We are going up in the speed. It should control it though. The aircraft should control it. There's the glide slope alive. I'm seeing it now. We are gonna wait until we are below the glide slope, or it's above us, or we pass, and then we can engage the approach mode from there, or we can arm it at this point. We can arm the approach mode. It's not gonna hurt anything. Keep the performance here, route page there. VREF
Croatia
is 122.
4409, descend to 3,000 feet.
Okay, that's the procedure
Descend to 3,000
altitude.
feet. Croatia 4409.
Localizer is alive. I'm gonna wait just a little bit more before I start deploying the flaps. Close to PIS VOR, which is Pisarovina VOR. When we get closer, I will start deploying the flaps by going into flaps 1, 2, and reducing the speed. But right now I'm gonna keep the aircraft clean. Wait until the deceleration point right here. All looking good. Okay. Terrain is loading in, LOD. Unfortunately, you have to make some sacrifices to get some performance out of it. Let's sync the heading back once more. And there is PIS.
Croatia for
VOR.
409. Cleared direct pies. Cross pies at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared ILS Yankee. Approach runway 04.
Nice. So the aircraft started slowing down to
Clear
the clean
direct
flap
piece.
speed.
Cross piece at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared ILS Yankee. Approach runway 04.
Showing a
Croatia
discontinuity. Let's take a
4409.
look and see what that is. Okay, let's fix this. Select PIS, paste it over. Why are you not doing it? Okay, select this guy, execute that. Okay, now that discontinuity is cleared, we should be fine. It's the glide slope still, localizer is there too, they are both armed. We're in good shape, guys. We're in good shape. Maintain the speed. I'm not gonna make any changes. That's the missed approach, altitude ring, and the fix for the MSA. Everything looks okay. Nice. This time looks like we are doing much better in terms of approach procedures than the last video, so that's a plus. We are at 4,000 now, coming up to PIS. Mode is changing. We are gonna go flaps 1. It's me to use the speed brakes to limit the speed, which I can do. Let's do this, help the aircraft slow down to catch up to the V path anyway. So I'll do the speed brakes. That will help the aircraft slow down. And we'll go flaps 2. Like we are capturing the localizer now. Yeah, waiting for
Croatia
the
for
slow.
409. Contact Zagreb Tower 118.3.
So speed brakes are coming in. We
Contact
don't
tower
need it anymore.
118.3. Croatia 4409.
2500.
Here's the airport. Glide slope is
Zagreb Tower,
alive.
Croatia
Which
4409.
means we can go
ILS
flaps
Yankee
3.
approach runway 04.
Croatia for 409. Zagreb Tower. Wind 060 degrees.
Landing
10
gear down.
knots. Runway 0 for cleared to land.
We are clear to land. I'm gonna
Runway
turn on the
04
taxi
clear
lights
to
too.
land. Croatia 4409.
Okay, localizer is active. Glide slope is
All aircraft be
active.
advised information Yankee now current.
Landing gear
UN
is down.
1013.
And we are gonna go flaps 4. Flaps 4. And we will have last or final stage of flaps left. It's the airport. Okay, 5.4 miles. Full flaps. We're good to go. Alright, we will wait for the radio altitude to reach 1000, which is very shortly, and I will take control of the aircraft from there to complete the landing. Speed is looking good. Going down to the VREF.
1,000.
1,000 checked. Speed is coming down. We are still a little bit too fast. Pilot disengaged. Keep the nose up. Follow the puppies. That will bleed the speed off. And puppies are looking good now. Get back on the profile. Follow the flight director. And bring her in nice and easy. At this point I am just following the flight director and the puppies, not really looking at anything else, trying to keep the aircraft centered. Pull the nose up, we are a little bit low, let's correct for that.
300.
It should correct itself very shortly. I'm gonna disengage the auto thrust.
Auto throttle. Auto throttle.
Yes. And now it's us
200.
coming in nice and easy. Correcting a little bit. We will do a side slip very slowly,
100.
which we might not need at all. We are a little bit high now. Bring her down.
30. 20.
Cut the
10.
throttles. 10. A little bit harsh, but we are down. Nose wheel is also down, reversers are engaged. Let's get back on the center line here. Okay, coming down to 60 knots, reversers are disengaged, speed brakes are bringing in,
Croatia for 409.
flaps are being retracted.
Exit right at Echo. Croatia
It's
4409.
We will roll just a little bit. Let the aircraft roll to Echo and then use the manual braking, and we will exit and vacate the runway. In the brakes, slowing down to a proper speed to execute the turn. This is not a high-speed exit, so we should slow and turn nice and easy. Go. We will just cross this line and momentarily stop the aircraft. There is the airport, so we will clean it up and request taxi to the gate.
Croatia for 409. Contact ground 121.85.
Let's stop here.
Ground 121.85. Croatia
Lights are coming
4409.
off. Strobes are coming off. Taxi light is on. APU can start. Can contact ground. Oh, taxi. Zagreb ground, Croatia 4409er, requesting taxi to the assigned gate.
Croatia for 409. Taxi to stand Echo 6 via Delta. Foxtrot 1 Golf. Mike Charlie.
Taxi to stand Echo 6 via Delta. Foxtrot 1, Golf, Mike Charlie, Croatia 4409.
Okay, we are going through Foxtrot 1, Golf and Mike Charlie to stand Echo 6. So let's get going. We are gonna let me take a look at the chart on the other screen because I don't have time to pull it here. Foxtrot 1, Golf, which is straight ahead, and then we will turn right, which is Mike Charlie, and then find our parking position, which is Echo 6. So let's get going. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Looking good. Looking really good. Okay, we should be on golf now. This is golf. East apron via Mike Charlie. We are parking to gate Echo 6, which would be the 6th gate from here to the right. So easy enough for us to find where we are parking. Nice. Landing was not perfect, but hey, that's still the most challenging part. I'm trying to get better, and if you are a regular of the channel, you know that I suck at landing. I sometimes do some good landings, but it's always hard or unpredictable what's gonna happen during a landing. So I try to do my best, but sometimes things do not work. Echo 3, Echo 4, Echo 5, Echo 6, so we are almost there. I don't need the taxi light anymore. I'll turn it off. I don't want to blind anyone while approaching the gate. Okay, it's enough speed. Echo 4, Echo 5, and here it is, Echo 6. There's our marshaller. Let's slow it down a little bit. It's Echo 6. Let's execute the turn. You can do it. Easy. Let's correct our nose and follow the marshaller into the parking. Okay, it still says go left. I don't know, where do you want me to go? She's stuck like that. That's funny. Okay. We will set our parking brake. Nice. APU is running. We will request chocks from the ground crew, attach a GPU, and we are ready to kill the engines. Beacon light can come off. Requested the GPU, but I'm not seeing it available. Maybe it's waiting for something else, so let's see here. Attach the chocks. Do we have the GPU now? No, we don't. Why is that? Oh, because we have baggage carts and other things in there. Okay, we'll keep the APU running. And we can request deboarding from GSX. There you have it, guys. Welcome to Zagreb. It was a good flight. Thanks for being here with me today, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like, and if you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing. It helps a lot. The textures are missing, as I can see from this livery, the interior textures. Anyway, and turn on the bell to get notified for my future videos. Again, thanks for being here with me today, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.